What is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take Star Wars Mandalorian edition. I got with me Vicky from Fangirl Review.
Hey y'all!
All right, so this week's episode. Oh, before I begin, this episode will be spoiler filled. So if you have not watched the season or have not watched any of the previous episodes, please understand that this will be spoiler filled. We gave you 2 days. That being said, all
Yeah.
right. Alrighty, so episode 4, The Sanctuary. Um Solid episode overall.
Mm-hmm.
We get a start off pretty much taking up from right where the last episode left off, with Mando trying to find a planet for them to hide out on, basically.
Yeah.
Possibly let the kids stay there so they can just focus on running after him instead of going after the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then we get probably one of the scenes that everybody said is the most adorable scene of the week, and I'll let you
I think
take that.
that's. I think, um, every episode, I think there's like a moment with like the adorable scene of the week, like it's just flash on the screen, like repeatedly adorable scene, because there's something just adorable that happens like every week, and it just makes everybody like squeal, like ah, like you can't help it because it's just so cute.
So this week was Yoda, Baby Yoda, pressing buttons and looking right there at Mando, right where he told him not to touch the button, looking right there at him and do it anyway.
Yep.
And for some reason, people have been loving that. So I thought that was just hilarious because I'm like, okay, so Baby Yoda bad.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Yoda just bad. All right. Baby Yoda just full of badness. So they find this backwater planet, and they do a good job of setting the stage for what's going to happen on this planet. Looks like a bunch of I don't know what they call this, but it looks like crawfishing. But
Yeah, it was krill.
krill. Okay, so that's what this little village does. They do krill farming, and it's a backwater planet. They don't have that much technology, so it's easy for like bandits and raiders to just pillage that place, and that's exactly what happened. You see the bandits come out, they beat the people up, the people go scared, they're hiding, stuff like that. The only thing I had a problem with was the mama going to get the daughter, and the daughter acting like she couldn't move.
Well, you didn't do
did
that
not
every
get shot.
time. I'm like, you get your butt up and come on.
Like, you did not get shot. You did not fall into a trap. You just standing there hollering.
Yeah.
Bring your at least 15-year-old behind home.
Yeah, and that's nothing. She was too old. She wasn't a 2-year-old screaming and crying. She was like what was she, 10, 11? She was
at least
old
13.
enough.
At least 13. At least.
She was old enough to bring her behind on.
And the other thing too is it's not like this is the first time this happened, because you find out later in the episode this happens often.
Yeah.
So if it happens often, what you screaming at? That made that scene worse. That just made the scene worse to me.
Plus, if it happens often, why do you have the kids out there?
Yeah. Unless you just don't know when it's gonna happen. My thing is, if you got,
I know they don't know when it happens, but don't have the kids out there. Period. Send whatever group, let them do it, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. That was my one issue. Well, I had 2 issues with the episode, but that was one of them. But it set the stage. Did a good job setting the stage of, okay, this is basically what Mando's gonna have to deal with, is these guys. Mm-hmm. So we get to the planet, and adorable scene number 2 shows up, where Mando tells Baby Yoda to stay in the ship. He's gonna go have a look around, find some lodging, and come back. And by the time the landing gear pops all the way down, you look down, he looks down, and Baby Yoda's right there beside him.
Yep.
Oh boy.
He's like, I don't know where you think you're going, but I'm going with you. But what I don't understand is Baby Yoda, he's very short, right?
Yep.
He has little itty bitty legs.
Yep.
he's in a big old potato sack.
Yep.
Why doesn't he just pick him up and walk with him? Because Mando is a grown man, however tall he is, and his stride is way bigger than little baby Yoda. So pick up the little baby. I know you don't have his egg thing for him to fly around in, but pick him up. Because he was walking, he was way far behind. I know all the mothers who are watching are screaming, "You can't have your child walk behind you. That's how they get snatched. Pick that little baby up." What's wrong with you?
Here's the problem. Like, it would have been cool if they would have showed that, but they keep showing Baby Yoda teleport everywhere. So every time you look up, he's there. Like, okay, hold on, man. How is this working? Like, is he that fast, or is he? What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you're like, okay, are they doing this for joke purposes, like him just being wherever he is time he gets there? Because like you said, he's not like he's walking. Mando's not walking slow.
No.
At all.
Stride that he's going.
Yeah, so he's keeping up with that, and in some cases even beating him at the same time he's at the place. So I, at this point, I don't know. I was just floored by that. But this is where we actually get to meet his good buddy, one of my favorite MMA fighters and actresses, Gina Carano's Cara Dune. And
she was in Fast and Furious, right?
She was in Fast and Furious, Haywire, the first Deadpool. She was in a lot. She's been in a lot of stuff lately.
Okay.
So she's actually not bad, and and she's doing, in my opinion, I like when she's doing roles kind of like this a little bit, where it's a little bit of action, a little bit, because she can actually do a little bit of acting. She's not just one of those people who only do the action parts.
Yeah.
So, she's basically a shock trooper. It's her and Mando clearly have a past together, and it's one of, I guess, mutual respect. Because adorable moment number 3 happens at the end of their fight, where you just see Baby Yoda outside. They got a blaster to each other's head after they're finished squabbling, and you just see Baby Yoda looking like he's sipping tea.
Yeah.
Just like,
And then they have that. There's like a meme going around. With Baby Yoda sipping the tea, and he's like how moms look on Christmas morning when you open your gifts.
Yeah,
I was crying.
Yeah, the memes that are coming out of this episode are
gosh,
awesome. They are so awesome. So they find out that they're not there for each other, which is good. So because they are actually friends, or well, I got the feeling that they are friends, but they know each other's jobs or whatever. So they're not there for each other. So you have the 2 of the farmers from the village come, and they find out, hey, he's a Mandalorian, and so they ask him to come help, and he's like, no. They're like, look, we got money. He's like, no, and he's like, and they keep begging him, so he finally goes with them, and of course he brings Cara along with him, and the problem that they have in the episode is not the bandits that's the problem. The problem is they have an ATST.
Yes.
And I think they did a real good job of showing, like, okay, it's clear that these bandits just found this thing and have rigged it together to still run, because it looks bad. It looks like it's been beat up. So really, if you can get close enough to the thing, you can take the thing down. But the problem is, it's an ATST, which means the cannons on that thing, if they see you, they're they're disintegrating you. They're blowing you to Kingdom Come.
It's a wrap.
So, it's a wrap for you. So they propose, Cara Dune proposes to everybody in the village to, hey, look, y'all need to pack up and leave, because y'all can't fight. It's only 2 of us, and y'all will be dead if they decide to get in that thing and that thing comes. Well, the villagers don't want to leave. Well, they have a reason not to want to leave. That's their home. So they do the Akira Kurosawa 7 Samurai deal, where they teach people how to fight.
Of course.
So we got the fight montage. So Kara and Mando decide to go a little even and thinning the herd out. And that sequence of them like going through the bandit encampment was straight up hilarious fun. Because they was murking them dudes.
Yep.
They did a good job of doing that. But that's when somebody jumps in the ATST. And I like the way they made the ATST look. Because it looked like it was evil with red eyes.
Yeah, that thing was evil looking.
Yeah.
So all you saw was the red eyes in the forest.
Yeah. And it's at night. So the attack happens when they decide to attack, it happens at night. So that just makes it look even better. Because when you see it coming through the tree line, all you see is the red eyes and you see like you hear the sounds of the ATST walking. And so they have a plan to get it to fall into the bog so they can actually blow it up. But the rest of the bandits come with it. So it actually ends in a nice little battle. And of course, they win. Now, I'm skipping over one thing because I want to get to the action and get that part out of the way first. So we get to the action. They're actually able to defeat the ATST. And then that just made it easy pickings for the rest of those bandits because they thinned them out a lot before they got chased out of the encampment. So, then we have the ending scene where one of the other bounty hunters with one of those tracking fobs has landed on that planet as well and has a sniper shot lined up. And Kara comes and kills said bounty hunter. So Mando and the baby have to leave. All the makings of a good episode. Now, my other issue with this episode is the love interest. I did not like that, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that with the widower.
Where is she from?
I don't know, but I remember her from something. I just can't remember what.
Like her face looks familiar. Like
it looks real familiar.
Was she in Twilight? Like her face, because she's like maybe Native American. Like her face. I've seen her before, and I can't think of where she was from.
Yeah, I have too. I know I've seen her somewhere. I need to go back and look at the cast list because I've seen her from something. Yeah, and I liked it because she's not a bad actress. It's just I just didn't like that plot.
I remember her, and I remember liking whatever she did.
Yeah,
I feel like she was in Twilight, but maybe not. But wait, what was your question?
What did you think about that plot point? Because I just didn't like it.
It was just,
and it felt rushed to me.
Not that I didn't like it. Not that it felt rushed. It was just predictable.
Gotcha.
It was like, oh, potential for love if he could just take off the helmet. But can he do it? Will he do it? Oh no, here comes another sniper. He can't do it. Him and the child must flee. He has to protect him first. And he can't put love first. Come on, man.
Yeah, see, that's
if that wasn't a Korean drama, come on now. Like it was too many predictable moments.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on. So it wasn't anything wrong with that. It was just too predictable. Like, I don't care. I don't want any love interest. I don't need that. We don't need that.
It's been doing fine without it.
Just keep showing Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian fumbling around, getting beat up all the time, but still trying to save the child. That's it.
And kicking ass, because that's what they've been doing, and it's been working like a champ.
Yeah, so like, just do that.
Yeah,
we don't need to do anything more.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't like the feeling of we have to put a love interest in here at some point. No, you don't. No, you don't. If it doesn't make sense for the story, don't put it in. Now, if it makes sense for the story, put it in. My problem with that whole plot point was, yeah, they said they've been there for like a weeks, but here's the thing: we don't see that. So unless you put a timestamp on it, or say a few weeks later,
some type of aging of something,
then we don't know that. And I don't.
It's kind of like Supernatural. How like they in the beginning they kept trying like love interest and blah blah blah, but then they realized that the fans don't care about that.
No,
we love the bromance. That's all we need. So having the Mandalorian taking care of Baby Yoda is all we need.
I think that's all anybody really wants. Yeah, I think that's all anybody really wants. I mean, and I like the introduction of Cara Dune. I think she's gonna be dope because I'm pretty sure she's coming back. I follow Gina Carano online on Instagram, so I don't think this is the only episode she's in. Just going by what she's put out on the gram. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of her because I like that character. Like she's the truth, and they team up real well. So and I'm hoping that when the Empire does come for him, that's one of the favorites that he calls in.
Yeah,
and she shows back up. Other than that, I really didn't have an issue with the episode. I thought the episode was really another one that's really well done. And before anybody says anything, because one of my favorite evil people had to say something on Twitter about not having female representation. The last 2 episodes have been the best 2 episodes so far, and they were both directed by women, so I don't want to hear it.
One of your evil people.
Yeah, one of the people that love to pretty much bash anything that doesn't have a woman in it.
Oh.
They love to start up unnecessary drama on stuff, and like she's been at it again. So now the focus of her ire is the Mandalorian, and I'm like, it's a good show.
What is a show that only has 2 people?
Yeah, I mean,
and
so
is Baby Yoda really a male for sure?
We don't. That's nothing. We don't know. It's a baby.
He's a baby, and I don't think he has no hair, so we don't know if he's really a boy or a girl.
Yeah, we just know he's a baby, and they on the run. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And like I said, this episode and the last episode was directed by women because this episode is actually directed by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Well, there you go.
She is awesome. And the episode before, episode 3, was directed by Deborah Chow. She is also awesome. So, I am still loving this series. We are at the halfway point. It's 4 more episodes to go. I do think they're gonna have something in there that's gonna tie into Rise of Skywalker, and I'm thinking it's gonna have to do with the baby and Palpatine's return. That's just me because it doesn't make sense for this show to start and run into the movie, and they don't
connect it somehow.
Connect it somehow. So we're probably going to see that probably in the next couple weeks. I think they're going to be setting up toward that because it just makes more sense that way. But yeah, I loved this episode. I loved this episode a lot.
No, it was a fun, cute episode.
Yeah, it does run a little long though. It is at the 42-minute mark, I think it is, for this episode. Because they do a couple of montages where they show the village and them getting them ready to fight. So just keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of montages, you're getting them. Yeah. Whether you want to or not, you're getting them in this episode. But they're worth it. They're worth it. Story-wise, they're worth it. So other than that, I am looking forward to next Friday because this has been one of the bright spots of my week. I am not going to lie. Watching Mandalorian is one of my bright spots of the week.
Yeah. No,
can't wait.
Definitely good. It's definitely good. Yeah.
Definitely good. So it is. If you do have Disney Plus, and you don't even have to be a Star Wars fan to enjoy this, because it's just that. To me, it's just that good. Yes, it has Star Wars elements in it, but this is pretty much a Western. If we're going to be completely honest, it really is, and they're doing a good job of just of how they frame the story. And I think the story, for the most part, is working very well how they have it set up. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the episode. What do you guys think of the season so far? And we know that the Obi-Wan series is being done. Let me know what you think about that, because the director of episode 3, Deborah Chow, will be directing, I think, the majority of episodes for the Obi-Wan series. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. And you got anything you want to pimp out, Vicky, before we get out here?
As always, check out the Fangirl Review YouTube. We have fun things going on over there, so check it out.
Okay. And also, the Winging It podcast will be back next Sunday. We're going to start our episodes where we actually give you guys gift ideas for the gamer in your life. So be on the lookout for that next Sunday at sometime 7, 8, 9, whenever I get it put up. But you guys know what the deal is. Yeah, y'all know how that works. So also, I will be giving out more information on that episode to join us in the Discord chat for the live reactions of the Game Awards 2019 on December 12th. So
Oh wow.
once again, it won't be recorded. It's just going to be a bunch of people in the chat live reactioning to everything that happens. Alcohol will probably be involved. I'm just letting you know now.
There you go.
Alcohol will probably more than likely be involved. So you have been forewarned, and I am not responsible for my friends and how they act when they get drunk. I'll leave it at that. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out.
Bye.